So you were winners last year of the Zayed Future Energy Prize. Can you tell us a little bit about how that process went, where you found out about it, the inspiration for the application?
Okay, we actually found out from the Bronx School in New York. They were runners-up the year before, and Nate White told us about it and said that we should apply. And we've been doing permaculture in Malawi, and so we decided that the thing that was missing was any access to solar energy. So we applied to do a solar academy in a very rural area. We're in a very rural area of northern Malawi.
And so have you begun on the project?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. We have started the project whereby 2 buildings have been constructed and a school was opened. And by this time we have just been graduated. For instance, myself as a solar student. So I've been graduated and moreover upgraded as a teacher as well, who can teach the primary school students and as well as the high school students.
And what skills about installing solar or connecting it?
Yeah, of course it's both installing as well as connecting, troubleshooting, the maintenance to make sure it runs efficiently.
And do you think this is inspiring or will inspire other schools, other people in the community?
What's happened is we're working with the TBETA program in Malawi. We've partnered with them, and TBETA is a technical vocational program through Malawi, and they're using us as a model for other schools throughout Malawi to teach solar. We're the first in Malawi to be teaching solar. And so we're developing a curriculum for TBETA, which so can be taught throughout the country.
So how is this impacting Malawi as a whole, do you think?
One of the problems in Malawi is that less than 1% of the population in the rural areas have electricity or connected to the grid, so there's basically no electricity. And there are no solar technicians that are trained. So this is the first chance to have people that are trained in solar that can actually fix systems. A good example is our local hospital, our local medical center. We were there in the middle of the night one night taking a student, and the doctor was putting an intravenous in with a cell phone light, or like a little torch. And we said, why don't you have the lights turned on? And he said, well, the solar hasn't been working for 4 months, and we don't know why. And so the students went the next day and got it hooked up. That day, the first baby was born with the solar again. So, and that's fairly typical of Malawi, where we have an eco village or a solar village that was put in that hasn't had, the solar's been out for 2 years. The students are working on getting that running again. So it's making an incredible difference for the whole community. The hospital, the schools, they just installed a solar system on one of the local schools, and the solar students will be able to do contracts throughout Malawi to get experience, but also to install systems.
So it's exciting to see solar power at a place where we can put it everywhere in the world. Where do you think solar power will be used in Malawi in the next 5-10 years? Do you think it's going to be on all the homes with the community centers?
I think many homes in the community will have solar power, and including the health centers and also primary schools. I think all primary schools shall be using solar power.
And
actually,
do you know what
the government just announced after we were there a month that it intends to put solar on every school in Malawi?
Wow. Do you think it was any inspiration from your...
And the Chinese government has given Malawi, I think, 5 billion kwacha to do solar on all the medical centers. But so we will have the technicians trained to do that.
Yeah.
Can you name any solar companies that are there right now? Do you know the names of...
Sunny Money.
Sunny Money, yeah.
What else?
Sunny Money is the big one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, thank you very much. Happy to see it happening. How is the prize impacting you personally?
Indeed, the solar energy makes something to be happy because I'm one of the students who is using this solar, and we are also using for studying and for doing different things in school.
Thank you.